Hello everybody and welcome back. Episode 8 of From the Darkness. So, as promised offline, I have gathered some resources. You can see my tree farm is growing swimmingly. I also planted all the raspberry bushes that we'd found. I had like an original line over here of just 4 or 5, and then I found another 17 in the chest. So they've been growing pretty good. I've gotten 2 raspberries off of this bush so far, and that's it. But, you know, it's getting there. It's building itself up. I've been munching on different types of foods, still trying to keep to my juices because they keep me hydrated. And I extended the island a little bit on this side. There was a large shallow here, and I built out so I was 3 away from the edge, so it still kind of felt like a shallow. But I wanted a little bit more land over here because I think we're going to be building on this side. And I started thinking, I broke my shovel. So shovel's broken. I did confirm with the knife here. Let me show you guys. If we go to this table here, grab a flint blade. And I know these are equal, but it will let me swap out a flint blade here on the knife and change it back. So when these were originally bone and I thought I was not going to be able to upgrade them that well, apparently you can at least swap them back, so that's pretty cool. I'm not sure how to do that with the shovel, as I actually do have a bone shovel head, but I still need copper to repair it because you can only upgrade the parts on completely repaired tools. So I still need some copper. And we have the 10 pieces of gravel that we found the other day, along with the 2 pieces of the iron gravel. But I don't want to go through and waste that material just putting it in the smelter. I'd only get 10 pieces. With the mod pack that we have here, there's at least 2 ways to double the ores. At least 2. One of them is the smeltery, which we do have all these blocks for, but we will need to make some grout in order to put in the like the pouring areas and the spigots, the lava tanks, the interface, the control blocks. The smelteries that spawn in the villages don't have all that stuff, so that kind of makes it's a good source for the blocks, but I still need to get some grout. It didn't completely remove the need for that. So I was looking at this thingy, which is a grindstone. This is something that Darkfan showed me on his Techish pack. Whoa, cue music. But it requires this stuff, nether quartz dust or the Certus quartz dust. Ooh, excuse me. And I do know what that is. So if we go to, it's these things. And when you break the blocks, you have a chance of getting the dust, or I think I might be able to just turn... No, I guess not. I thought I might be able to turn just those into dust as well. But in the long story short, a little too late, I guess. But we don't have those gems yet. So I checked through all my inventory. We don't have the dust. We don't have the gems. So the smeltery is the best option, but the smeltery requires lava. Now we know that there's 2... Let me turn this music down a little bit. I feel like I'm trying really hard to talk over it. It was nice to listen to while I was working on the tree farms and such. But anyway, so we know we have 2 pieces of lava over in the village, but that's not exactly a sustainable or large enough quantity to actually go on with. But as I was digging over here, I noticed on my minimap a red spot. I have no idea how lucky I am to have found this, but there is a pool of lava right over here. Ta-da! So 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 plus 5 is 9, plus a 6, and a 6, so 27, plus another 5 and a 2. It's 34, I believe, and then a little section over here, and I'm pretty sure that's dark basalt. But anyways, this is a good amount of lava. That will keep our smeltery going for more than enough time, and there's a fruit tree over there. I'm still on the pick up all food I see everywhere sort of stance. So as you guys can see on the map, I really have not explored anywhere. I've just been keeping to our little island. So I am interested... Bamboo forest? Rainforest? I am interested in the areas that are around us. And I've got to keep a close eye on the sun, which I think is now behind that hill. Okay, I need to head back towards the island. I did not bring my bed with... Oh no, I did bring my bed with me. Okay, we're good, we're good. Let's check out this fruit. So, I've been told that that big thingy over there is indeed a large graveyard. And the large graveyard is actually home to... It's an olive tree. Nice. Is actually home to a wither. Normally I don't like spoilers, but that was actually, you know, a little bit of useful information. It would have been fun to go in there, but now I'm going to be a little bit more cautious and see what we can do. But we definitely want to check it out and see if there is a see if there are any gravestones over there. Alright, there we go. So we got an oak sapling, which is kind of odd. I was told you could make fruit trees somehow. Oh, okay, it needs a jungle sapling. Why is this giving me oak leaves? Rah. Oh, those look... Oh, okay, it's just intermixed. Alright, let's sleep. Gonna wait for the stars. There we go. And, so yeah, we'll try and get a jungle sapling and see if we can't bring back a fruit tree to our base. Oh, clearly with all the chopping, I've leveled up my axe twice now. The first level up gave me haste. The second level up gave me the reinforced one. So I feel kind of bad if I don't get a jungle sapling. Then I've just chopped down my... I've just chopped down my only fruit tree in the area. And jungle saplings do actually have... Oh, there we go. Yay! They do actually have kind of a lower drop rate because they have so many leaves. So I'm actually very happy that that did drop. Let me, before we forget, do that. So, olive sapling. We'll have a nice little olive tree. But, whoa! Wow, okay, I guess that was just a double jump. I kind of went flying with that, though. Oh, look at that. Wonder what kind of wood that is. Alright, so we got some mushrooms here. Just kind of exploring. I was itching my nose. Was that the sound of a pig, or... a zombie? I think it's a pig. I see a couple of pigs over there now. Okay. Pigs in the trees. Scaring the crap out of me. Touche, bastards. I don't know of any harvestable materials from the pigs. You know, the sheep have wool, cows have milk, chickens have eggs. I think the pigs are just pork. I don't see the zombie. Okay, I'm going to assume there's a cave below me. Yep, there we go, cave noise. Face hugger. Oh, sheep also give mutton. But you clearly have to kill them, so... not as useful as a source of wool. Or as being a source of wool. I don't know if you guys noticed, but I did lose my pink sheep. Seems that there are replacements around, though. I saw one across the river to the east, and then there's one right over there. Here's another fruit tree, though. And I am not paying close enough attention to be looking out for poison ivy. Okay, so pear needs an oak sapling. Oak sapling. Pear. There we go with a pear tree. See if I can't grab a couple more of these fruit if they're ready to harvest. Guess not. Just this one. Oh, 2 of them over here. Oh, 3? Yeah, 3. Nice. Maybe we'll have some pear juice. See how that goes. What? Really? No pear juice? Can I make... Oh, I can make cooking oil. Alrighty, we'll keep that in mind. So we've kind of circled back around. There's the forest and the village way over there. So I'm just going to keep on exploring the outskirts, you know, just extending our knowledge of what's around us by a little bit. Gathering up some resources. You know, doing the day hikes, as we used to call them, is, you know, I used to go hiking a lot in the Adirondacks up in upstate New York, and I really enjoyed it. Some of my favorite moments in my life, and you know, I've had quite a few of those, but a good handful of them are, you know, hiking up with my family, my brother, my father, into the mountains with other 80Kers, which are a group of people that go and hike the mountains and take care of the trails and stuff like that. And what you would do is you'd plan to hike one of the taller mountains, but you wouldn't do it all in one day unless you were that crazy guy from Texas that had just transferred up to New York and wanted to hike all the freaking peaks before his wife came and joined him in 3 days. So he was in moccasins, a t-shirt, and whatever, and he's just running up and down the mountains. Anyways, we thought he was insane. We're pretty sure he got all the mountains, though, in like 4 days. So kudos to him. But, so anyways, day hikes were just when you'd pack in, you'd get a little base camp at the bottom of like a set of the mountains. There were certain areas with lodges and stuff like that. But we would always stay near the lean-tos and in tents. And you just go out and hike up to there. It would take a day to get in there. You'd go in with full pack. You'd set up your camp at a lean-to or a tent, whatever you had reserved. And then you would just, you know, next day, you would go out and hike a peak or hike a couple of peaks. My favorite little roundabout was Achievement Hot Springs. Really? Hot Springs biome, nice. I'm actually going to do a little picky. You know, so that looks like cobblestone to me already. Limestone and siltstone. Okay. Are these useful for anything? Stairs and slabs. Okay. Check. Anyways. So that's kind of what I'm equating this to. Yeah, this is one of my longer stories here. Is, I have my little base, and now I'm just kind of going out in little roundabout circles, exploring what's around me to see exactly what we have on hand and what we can expect to deal with. So we found a crap ton of gravel. The entire bed of this lake is gravel, but more excitingly for me is I think I see lava and such over here. So let's be careful. I don't want to find any collapsing sand, but... Nope, that's just the start of a cave. Ah, there we go. One pool of lava, another pool of lava. Okay, so we definitely have, Oh, bones. You can sometimes find really neat things in those bone deposits like that. But we definitely have enough lava on hand to not have to worry about making our smeltery. We're not going to be running out of fuel sources. Look at that, there's another pool of lava. And it looks over here, this might be a hot spring. Yeah, look at that. Nice. Yeah. If this was not from the darkness, the hot springs actually would regenerate your health. That's what their benefit is. But that is disabled for this mod pack. Here's some salt, though. That's actually going to be very useful to us. We have a lot of... we have a lot of zombie meat. And a little bit of salt, some zombie meat, turns it into jerky, which is safe to eat, and I believe a light meal. Let me see. Jerkey. So beef jerky is a nourishing light meal, but zombie meat is just a light meal. So it's not nourishing, but it's still a light meal. So raw beef and 1 piece of salt gets you a nourishing light meal from jerky. Cows are on my list of... Oh! Burning pig! He got a little too close to the lava. Nice. But cows are on my list of creatures... Oh! Hold on, let me get this salt before I get too distracted. Yes, cows are on the list of things that I want to bring back to me. But look over here. Remember those crystals we were talking about just a little bit ago? This is them. 4 of them. And I can mine them with this pick. 1, 2... Oh, look at that. Oh, I got 3 pieces. I can make that grinder. There we go. Grindstone. This is a way to turn things into doubles that would require me not to use, or not require me to use the smelter, as I can do that fairly simply. Let's grab some more of this salt. So this was actually a really nice biome to find, and I am getting a little hungry. I need to keep an eye on that. And sun is going down towards the horizon again. Ooh, coal. Coal. But as was pointed out, that graveyard over there is going to be a huge source of iron. So we really lucked out with that one. That means we should upgrade our tools and everything to iron as quickly as possible, because we'll be able to use the iron bars and such like that to keep the durability up. Not have to worry about these copper ones. Oh, I'm only going to get 4 pieces of copper. I should probably... Alright, let's finish this vein of coal. I should probably hop on upgrading these things to iron as post-haste priority. So we are going to spend the second half of this episode, it might run a little long, but second half of this episode is going to be focused on getting the smeltery up and running and producing iron tools. Okay, that's the sound of a skeleton. We definitely do not want to mess with a skeleton. We also do not want to be close enough to creatures when night comes, so that we won't be able to sleep. So I think it's quiet over here. Let's wait for the stars. There they are. In we go. Oh yeah, so there's all the modifiers on the hatchet. Oh, for those keeping track of time, of in-game time, I played 3.5 days without recording, chopping down the trees, digging up the sand, and putting down some dirt and such. I also gathered a couple more chickens that we had seen in that location. Let's... I don't know what these are. It doesn't look like any of them are ripe. Well, I'm not going to be able to bring them back with me. Oh, jeez, that pig's hat scared the crap out of me. I was like, it's a pink and black creeper. Ja. Okay, so we're going to head back. We are going to deposit the stuff that we have. Let's make some more... I know I have raspberry seeds and raspberry plants out the wazoo, so we can safely turn some of this into the juice for ourselves. And I'm going to resist the temptation to go grab more of that salt to my left there. And I'm doing that whole leaning forward, squinting at the screen again. Bam. These crystals are actually very handy, and I'll show you why real quick. U key on them. They can make normal tools. They're not Tinker's Construct, they won't level up, but it's probably easiest access to a sword there is. Now we have all the stuff from the village, so we kind of don't need to do that little bit of a shortcut. But the fact that it's there is just something to be aware of. If you see those crystals, you can make a weapon to defend yourself pretty well. You guys have seen how super effective the knife is at combat. As was pointed out in the comments, my hatchet does 3 times the damage. So I actually have been using the hatchet because, you know, I had this argument with myself, as I wanted to use the knife to level the knife up and see what it could do. I eventually hope that the weapons, when they level up, will start doing more damage than the other tools. Yeah, that kind of makes a little bit of sense to me. But I have a responsibility. I'm playing on hardcore. I'm trying to go as far as I can to accept this challenge and to get through it and such. So I kind of have a responsibility to try and stay alive. So I started using the hatchet more often than the knife as my tool. But I still want to see if I can actually upgrade the knife into a sword. I want to see if the weapons can progress like that. Because that would make more sense. Otherwise you're using a knife. The knife is 100% useless if that isn't the case. So we're actually going to swing by... Are these tomatoes? Nope, just berries. Okay. We'll take some of them. The plants and stuff in the environment, I'm told, regrow over time. It's not super fast. There won't be enough to sustain you. But don't feel, don't feel like you shouldn't pick things up and you should save it for later. Pick them up. More stuff will grow. Just be aware that you can turn the things that you pick up into plants to grow them. So, you know, just save one of them. And or replant it immediately if you want to do it that sort of way. And look at all these berry bushes here. I think this is more raspberry. I'm not going to take these back with me. I am going to harvest from them though. But we have more than enough raspberry bushes. We have 21 or so raspberry bushes back at our little island home. Alright, we're... Ooh. Oh! Oh yeah! I forgot about that. Look at that. Alright, also remember that you can just right-click the bushes if you don't want to... Oh, man. Look at all the berry bushes here, though. I'm glad I figured... That was an accident, complete and sheer accident, although I do remember, you know, you right-click the wheat, you don't have to replant it. That's part of the Iguana mods, or Iguana Man's mods. Harvest Overhaul, I think, is the one that adds that in. Pam's is the... Whoa. Pam's is the one that actually adds in all these plants and stuff like that, but he's the one who adds in the alteration to how they work. Okay, so we wanted to find... It's not in here because I took everything in here, I guess. We want to find that stone sword. Oh. What is up with this guy? Is he the smith? Alright, let's interact. Mood is mad. Let's shake his hands. I hurt his hand? Whoa. Man, he really doesn't like me. Just try to shake his hands. It says I hurt him. Alright, there we go. Sword blade. Oi. While we're here, we'll check our... I'm right-clicking everything now. But while we're here, we will check the plants here. Another piece of wheat ready to go. I don't think most of this is actually loaded when I'm on the island, unless I'm really at the tail end of it. So it kind of sucks that one guard can be pissed off at me and high five? Achievement, quite the charmer. Great to see you. He's happy. Let's have a little chat with him. Yeah, it's really boring here. Yeah, I gotta agree with you, man. That's why we're gonna head back this way. I got a lot more stuff than I wanted. I also have the sword blade to test things out with. So as soon as we get back to a tool station, we'll see if I can swap in the sword blade for the knife blade there. See what that will give us. Oh, and as much as much as I want to investigate the graveyard for graves, I think we can do it. I think we can do it. Okay, let's drop the limestone, drop the siltstone, dacite cobble, and normal cobble. Let's just get rid of that. That'll free up a little bit of inventory space here. And let's head over here. We can at least get some of the iron bars as we're looking to melt them down. There we go. I love how it plays me the cave noise. We already know there's a huge underground dungeon underneath this grave here, or this graveyard. Getting a little hungry there. Not to fear though, we have lots of raspberries for the juicing. Not that I think you guys are fearing. I'm not being overly adventurous as it stands right now. There's a certain prudence to, you know, knowing when you can go out and about. And I get the impression we're not going to get to the smeltery in this episode. You know what, guys? I do think that I'm going to just end this as the episode. This will just be a neat little exploration here. Just going around and making the discovery of that hot spring. Because that's pretty key. That's a good source of lava, a good source of some of the other materials, like the simple stone to build out of and such, the limestone and such. Although I swear somebody said limestone was more important than you can make steps out of it. Oh, come here, you stupid bar. But when I come back, I will have found clay, and we will set up a smeltery and start melting stuff down, upgrading our tools, and just seeing how that goes. We'll work on actually building up our base at that point in time, making it safe. Okay, I thought I heard either a zombie foot or a slime foot. But anywho, so thanks for watching. I'm sorry this episode ended up being more of a show and tell wander around than anything hair-raising. But you know, a calm episode is never a bad thing. Just means that we have a firm grip on our situation and we are making headway. And now I'm encumbered by all of these. And this song is making me think something's walking up to get me. Smeltery, so each one of these is going to take about 3 per ingot. It's about 2 ingots per stack. Not too bad at all. So thank you guys for watching, and I will catch you guys in the next episode when I have some clay. And I'll gather up a little bit more of this and such. Yeah. Alright. Talk to you guys later.